Is this thing on?
Resilience, we are strong, shoulder to shoulder, keep moving on. Resilience, make a new plan, stand up again and say yes we can. Resilience, we are strong, shoulder to shoulder, keep moving on. Resilience, make a new plan, stand up again and say yes we can. Resilience, oh we are strong, shoulder to shoulder, keep moving on. Resilience, I wanna make it and I know you will. Yes, it's stand up again and say yes we can. Resilience.
So these are the pictures of my nephew that I was telling you about. And this here's with him, his hair up. Oh, I think we're on.
Hello.
Welcome.
Good evening, and welcome to Bridging Voices' ninth season premiere of Is This Thing On? Resilience with Bridging Voices. My name is Maya. I use she, they pronouns, and I was with Bridging Voices for 3 years at the very beginning.
My name's Alex. I use he, him pronouns, and I was also one of the original members of Bridging Voices. Tonight, we'd like to bring you a concert that defied all odds.
A tale of global pandemics, strength, and community.
If only the audience would show up.
Wait, what? Did they tell you this was virtual?
Wait, it's what?
I thought that the audience was just, well, we didn't have it because it was the friends we made along the way.
Well, if you think about it, the friends that we make along the way should really be the people who are closest to us at times like this.
I don't know.
All right, well, whatever you say.
I don't want a lot for Christmas. There is just one thing I need.
I don't care about the presents underneath the Christmas tree. I just want you for my own,
More than you
could ever
know.
Make my wish come true. All I want for Christmas
Is you.
There is just one thing I need. There are
group of people who support each other, who lift each other up, and who choose to be with each other.
Well, the thing is, no one told us that this was virtual. Oh, hi. We hope that you enjoyed the virtual content and the virtual concert. It's 2021, almost 2022, and we are in choir cyberspace.
Which is just like normal cyberspace, except a lot more Glee kids, and around every cyber corner is Mac Huff. Ooh.
Oh, look, there he is now. Oh, no, that's just the cameraman.
Okay. Well, if you like what we do and you'd like to learn more, you can visit us at bridgingvoices.org. That's bridgingvoices.org.
Bridging Voices offers an incredible and invaluable space for LGBTQ youth and allied youth to be around each other and build connections and friendships and learn the important aspect of music and performance.
And if you don't believe us, then just ask them.
So I'm Heidi Espenson. I am a member of the board of Bridging Voices. I'm also a parent of a youth who participates. And I'm going to be talking to some of our youth today. Will you introduce yourself with your name and pronouns?
Yes, hi, I'm Jake, and my pronouns are they, them.
So I'm going to ask you a question.
Yes.
I wanted to know what led you to Bridging Voices.
Led me to Bridging Voices. I'll be honest, I don't remember distinctly how I found out about it, but what I found is a bunch of really kind people who are willing to, who I know I can talk to, because they're also gay, and they're just really cool to hang around because they all have they usually are pretty nice. They are pretty nice. And we also have times where we focus on the music we're learning, but we also have times where we can just relax and have some fun.
Yeah, it's important to find your village.
Yeah.
My name is Aster, and I use they, them pronouns.
So what initially brought you to Bridging Voices?
Like, have a place to make friends and to kind of define my people, I guess, which is, I mean, it's exactly what Bridging Voices is to me, is a place where I can be with, like, people.
Has it been nice being back?
Yeah, it's awesome. I look forward to coming here every week, and the just environment is it's wonderful and has made me, I guess over the break I forgot a little how much I loved like the singing part, but I do love, I like that part. It's nice being able to like do something together with like a bunch of people. It's very collaborative.
No, like they hand on each other and you. Hi, I'm Sky. I use they, them pronouns.
Thank you. What brought you into Bridging Voices?
Well, I remember, I think it was a long time ago, I saw Bridging Voices perform at Pride, and I wasn't old enough to actually join Bridging Voices yet, but I was already in a separate choir, and so when I was finally old enough, I joined Bridging Voices because I remembered that really awesome performance at Pride. So,
What is going to keep you coming back to Bridging Voices?
Well, I think, like I said, the community and also just the energy of how fun it is to sing as a group, and like, yeah, I really like our songs that we have, and yeah.
Nice. Well, thank you. Is there anything you want to share while you're here?
I don't think so. Like, I really enjoy Bridging Voices, and it's super fun.
We're really, really glad you're here.
Yeah, thanks.
Thanks for sticking out through the pandemic.
Yeah.
Hi, my name is Cooper. My pronouns are he, him, and yeah, just here.
Yeah, perfect. Love it. What brought you to Bridging Voices?
Like how I discovered it.
Yeah, like how you discovered it, or why you looked for it, or.
I heard of it because my mom heard of it, like I think on like Facebook or something, and she was like, "Is this something you're interested in?" And I was like, "Oh, definitely, sure," because I thought it would be nice to be in like a choir for like specifically queer people, and I've been in multiple choirs the past like since I was probably like 6 or something, so I have like experience, you could say, but I really was like, this resonates with me as a queer person, and just like nice to have like community, you know.
Yeah, no, we're glad you found us.
Yeah.
What has it meant for you to be here since you've joined and been able to come to the rehearsals and stuff?
Like I just like being around people that are similar to me in like things that like unify them, like being like trans or queer, anything like that. And also everyone here is just really nice and really inclusive, and there aren't little like separated groups of people, like little separate friend groups. So everyone is just really open and nice, and I think that means a lot to me.
Yeah, it's awesome. Is there anything about the experience that you would tell other people that maybe you wouldn't know unless you'd been here?
I think it's like everyone is really like open and social, and there's like not really a lot to be worried about, and people, you can ask for clarification and you'll get it, and no one's really like judgmental or anything. So if you're worried about that, then don't be, because everyone here is just really nice.
I think it's important because you hear that happening. So
Yeah.
I'm glad you're here, and we're glad you joined, and keep coming back.
Yeah.
The world to be in 5 years just better than now. That there's not really
in
much.
5 years, I would like the world to, I guess, be less hateful. I shouldn't laugh after that.
In 5 years, I think I would like the world to be like less infected with like COVID. I think it should be maybe less hateful, more accepting of others. I think that happens naturally, but you know.
Oh, hello there. I'm Michael Hammerstrom, and I'm a board member at Bridging Voices. You know, I was just looking through some things on my phone because I wanted to share with you some statistics about why this community is so important, and a little bit more about the work we do. You know, so I could tell you today just about how much more likely youth who identify as queer are to die by suicide. I could tell you about how kids are bullied and how they need a respite. But I could also just tell you a personal story that explains to you a little bit about why I'm here and how I got here. So aside from working at Bridging Voices on the board, I also work at Oregon Children's Theater, and I sing in the Portland Gay Men's Chorus. So needless to say, the arts community in Portland is my entire passion. It's what I've dedicated my life to. And as someone who grew up in the Portland area as an intersectional person identifying as more than one marginalized community, I can tell you that I didn't often feel like I had a safe space. Now, I was a choir nerd ever since I was a little kid, but 15 years old is the first memory I have after a concert, celebrating the music that we just made, of being bullied back at my locker after the show. Pushed against the locker, called the F word, you name it. And now that experience stuck with me for several years. In fact, obviously I still haven't let go of it. But I got through it. I had a great support system, and my story has a happy ending. But so many don't. And I can only imagine, as that intersectional young boy, what it would feel like to be able to sing and create the art that I wanted to, but in a space with other queer youth where I didn't have to be afraid of who I was, and I didn't have to worry about being pushed into my locker at the end of my concert. So if you agree that youth need a safe space to be themselves and create music, please go to bridgingvoices.org/donate and give what you can. $1, $5, $50, it all helps. And I'll just leave you by sharing a little story. A few months ago, I was talking to one of the parents of our youth, and I said, gosh, I just wish we could have done more over these past 18 months. This is really our first virtual concert offering. And she said, Michael, you have no idea what you've done for my child. Just having rehearsals to go to, whether it's on Zoom or in person, has been a thing that has sustained them for the past 18 months. And so we're ready to go back in person. We're doing everything safely, and hopefully we can share music with you in person soon. But remember that the work we've done engaging these youth is not just the music you hear. It's the experience they have every Sunday when they come to rehearsal to see their friends. So please keep that legacy going for the next generation of youth by giving at bridgingvoices.org/donate. Thank you, and enjoy the show.
Hello, my name is Pascal Tower. I've been a part of Bridging Voices since 2016. I'm currently tabling at the Newmark Theatre PGMC concert, Gather. And I'd like to take a moment to tell you about one of Bridging Voices' more recent projects, The Vibes of Bridging Voices. This is an art book. It's about 40 pages long. It has 20 different pieces of writing, photography, painting, all sorts of art forms, all made by our youth. If you would like to donate to us at the end of this virtual concert, we would really appreciate it, and we would be happy to provide in exchange either a virtual copy for donations at or exceeding $50, or a hardback copy for donations meeting or exceeding $200. Your assistance, financially as well as otherwise, is appreciated and needed more now than ever. Thank you very much for considering whatever donations you think you might, and have a lovely night. Enjoy the show.
Now, one may say, okay, you've shown us performances that demonstrate the organization's work. You've shown us the impact that it makes. You've shown us the community and the support. But there is one more thing we need before we help you out.
Which is why we're not alone.
Pre-recorded and in person, Everett.
Hi, I'm Everett. I use he, they, they pronouns, and I am, in fact, a member of this youth chorus. Okay, did you see me in any of the videos? It's like a game of Where's Waldo, except I'm dressed better.
Much more sensibly.
Slightly more sensibly. I'm a singer of Bridging Voices, and I've been here for, give or take, about 3 years. I'm 16 years old. Bridging Voices not only offers me a space to sing songs, but the ability to meet other LGBTQ people my age. But when that's often harder than that looks, especially in Portland, it's often very helpful to have somewhere real life in order to meet people. Actually, or wherever we are in choir purgatory.
Also happens to be Portland.
Yeah.
Especially if, I don't know, there's a pandemic that makes it so you have to stay inside.
That would never happen. That's a crazy idea. Never, ever, ever.
Anyway, over the last term, we've continued to work despite being totally virtual. We recorded a few songs individually, some of us singing multiple parts, and then put them together. One of these songs was Monarch, and this term, finally able to be together again, we made a video for it.
Warm invitation to breathe in my first breath. Shoulders sure are heavy with these wings about to stretch.
We're waking up, clinging to the rafters, sensing summer winds are coming in. When just above me, 100 of my brothers, ready for this journey to begin. And oh,
buried some strange memory of how to fly, of what to follow, and it will lead me to the origin of me, prehistory. Was I asleep? All these colors opening like bright kaleidoscopes of waking dreams. You won't believe the view. I'm taking a dive into the crystal river. I'm gonna find a friend and give her the sweetest kiss creation ever knew. And when she blushes, all the secrets in her eyes become the songs of old and wiser ones who flew this path before me. And if you hear it too, then why not sing it? Pick up where they left off and wing it. The rest of them will marvel at the sky. And we're off, headed home now. And in my body there is buried some strange memory of how to fly, of what to follow, and it will lead me to the origin of me. And we're off, headed home now. And in my body there is buried some strange memory of how to fly, of what to follow, and it will lead me to the origin of me. Prehistory.
And dance.
Try not to tear down the green screen. No problem.
This is community.
I'm the separate one. This is community.
What this is again?
Oh, y'all, we should say it together. 1, 2, 3. This is community.
Hello, my name is Maddie, she, her pronouns.
Hi, Maddie. How did you find Bridging Voices, or what led you to us?
So we found Bridging Voices, and I came in as an ally. And then over the course of kind of discovering myself, I came out to my parents, and they were super, super accepting. And I've now have Bridging Voices as a place to connect with more queer people, and it's very important to me. So
nice.
I'm Bryn. I use he, him pronouns.
Hi. So you've been with us for a while. What brought you to Bridging Voices in the first place?
My mom's friend had a kid in Bridging Voices, and we went to one of the concerts, and I was like, that sounds fun.
Nice.
And I joined the next term.
Dearies, I'm going to let you in on a little secret. A chorus is not just the singers.
Yes, if you'd believe it, there are other people that keep it going. The board, of course.
The folks at Waverly UCC who let us use their space.
Volunteers and community members who donate their time, equipment, and money.
And notably, a pianist. That tends to help.
The pianist of Bridging Voices is the fabulous Dr. Evan C. Paul. He does
so much, he literally keeps us together.
My name is Evan C. Paul, and I'm the principal pianist for Bridging Voices, and I've been doing this for about 4 years now. I wanted to play something today that was very dear to me, and also was something written by a queer composer. So today I'm playing The third movement, the slow movement from Ned Rorem's piano sonata, his second piano sonata, was written in 1950. Ned Rorem is still alive. He was born in 1923. He came of age in the 40s in New York. He's mostly famous for writing art song. That's probably what he's most famous for, and it's how I came to know his name. There's always been something sort of nostalgic and wistful about this movement that I really enjoy, and it reminds me of a poem that Frank O'Hara wrote called For Poulenc, and Francis Poulenc was the first out gay composer in history that we know of. He was born in 1899, and the poem ends with two lines that have always really stuck with me, and they are as follows. And all Paris is alone for this brief leafless moment, and snow falls down upon the streets of our peculiar hearts. And something about this piece resonates with that, and incidentally, Ned Rorem actually set that poem to music at some point, so it seems rather fitting that it seems to work with a lot of his other music.
I'm Erin. I use they, she pronouns.
Hi. Yeah. Hi. Is there anything else you want to share about Bridging Voices that people who haven't been involved in it might not know?
As chaotic as it is, it's controlled. It's fun, but it's also so loving and caring, which I know is really cliche to say, but it's one of the best experiences. Even if you're in it for just like a year, it's one of the best things that I've ever really done. Something I don't want to give up. I don't want to get older so I can keep coming.
Yeah, that's hard. We're really glad you're here.
You got a couple more years with me left.
Thank goodness.
Yeah, hi, I'm Marion. I'm not actually sure what pronouns I prefer at the moment. But I'm leaning towards she, they, but I also use ze here as a neopronouns. So yeah. Sort of all over the place at the moment.
It is okay to find yourself. You've also been with us for quite a while.
I have, not as long as some members, but
yeah.
I was, here before the Panini hit.
Yeah.
And, it's not just a place to show up. It's a place to show up and make something worthwhile.
I love that. I mean, I think, the family and community is important, but it's also growing as a musician. Yeah.
Music means community and communication. As someone with a speech impediment, it is something that I threw myself into at a very young age because it allowed me to communicate in a way that was easy for me to do and easy for other people to understand.
Wonderful. You're what?
You're being wonderful.
You're being wonderful.
I'm saying about you.
Oh, okay. You're being wonderful.
What I'm good at. Like, what's your name? How long have you been in Bridging Voices?
We're trying to avoid that sort of stuff.
Right. Well, you don't include that in the video, but it helps them to laugh.
I know, but I don't care.
If you were a tree, what kind of tree would you be?
I don't think who knows amounts of names of trees though.
Okay, I'm Olivia, she, her pronouns.
Well, thank you for being here and talking to me.
Yeah, thank you for talking to me as well.
I just wondered if you wanted to share about your experience of Bridging Voices, because you've been here for a while, one of the longest.
A while, yeah. The longest, only after Joe.
And then so being a part of Bridging Voices, what does that mean to you, or what does it bring to you that it has kept you here so long?
It's a home. It is my second home, my first home, whatever you want to call it. Everyone here, new and old, are my family.
And tell me about your shirt, because it's different than the rest of our shirts.
Yeah, this is the old logo that the specific shirt is the one that we had made for the Gala Festival in 2016, which we were like 20 people at that point. When I joined, we had like 12. We were 25 people. I think we took 20 to Gala because not everyone could go, even at that point. And friend of the choir, Matt Alber, helped fundraise to bring us there, which was really incredible of him. And we were able to open the festival with one of his songs, Monarch.
Hello, my name is Pascal, and I use all pronouns.
Hi.
Hi.
So you were also a long-time member. What was it that brought you to Bridging Voices? Like, how did you find it in the first place? Find us.
So, ultimately, I was looking for support, which, again, wasn't an easy thing to do, being exhausted with mental health things at the time. But that's pretty much what this space provided. It provided people of my own age that I could talk to without worry that that they might not be okay with the queer side of me that they might not have yet been informed about. And I remember being very quickly accepted. There were some people there who were friends of friends, and I at first had a lot of anxiety about how I would be received, even if queerness was okay. And as soon as I started having conversations, that just kind of went out the window. And it was nice to be able to converse with people my own age without that stress kind of lingering over me, everything else aside.
Yeah, safe environment to.
Yeah.
Yeah. So why has it been important that you've been with BV so long? Like, what is?
Well, I don't think BV is wholly responsible for my life journey at all. But it was definitely helpful to have this as a space when I was a little bit younger. And I think having cultivated more energy and more motivation to participate in my own life and to be able to do things, I felt motivated to channel that energy into trying to help secure spaces like this, and this space in particular, for other people like me who might have had difficulty reaching out, but for whom this could be a space from which to grow. And that I'm glad that we're functioning as well as we are in COVID.
Yes.
Particularly that we're back in person again.
Yeah, how's it been being back in person?
Lovely. Our attendance was somewhat irregular towards the end of the non-in-person pandemic. And since we've come back, we have old members who have returned, who it's been nice to see again. We have new members who have come, who it's been nice to meet. And I feel some goodness in the security that people are joining again, that this organization has very much kind of come back to life since being back in person, where before it was a very conservative, just trying to stay afloat.
Well, thank you. We appreciate you.
And me, you.
I am. This is awful. I'm doing pretty bad. Always be.
Music to me is a way of life. It's a way to communicate, a way to connect with other people, a way for me to escape into a different world that isn't shitty.
I want the world to be safe and healthy and loving.
You know, when you were listing off important people to the chorus, I think you forgot someone.
Did we forget something?
Oh!
Oh, of course. You're very important.
That's not who I'm talking about, actually.
Eric Whitaker!
I thought he was just a myth.
That's Eric Gullickson, the artistic director. You guys should know this.
I mean, come on. Yes, hi, I'm Eric Gullickson. I'm the artistic director. And, you know, I gotta tell you, being behind the scenes for a change is a revelation. You usually see me out front waving my arms around with my back to the audience, and it is a real, it's a real treat to cede the camera space, so to speak, to the youth. This entire production has been youth produced and run from Kat Ferris, who wrote the script, served as creative director, and is just doing a bang-up job, to the three youth behind me, who some have come out of retirement to step in and help us out with hosting duties, to the youth who participated in the interviews, and the other little sequences, and the video shoots. This entire thing, again, with the exception of our director of photography, who is, you know, professional, it's been entirely a youth production, and hopefully the first of many. So thank you to the youth, thank you to the parents for getting them where they need to be. Thank you, Kat, thank you, Brooks, thank you, Alex, Maya, and Everett. And thank all of you for watching this video and continuing to support Bridging Voices. I gotta get back.
Okay. We have one more thing for you tonight.
In the before times, Bridging Voices would be performing at least 2 live concerts and anywhere between 10 to 15 outreach performances at places around Portland. In the now times, we'd like to try to at least get back to where we were then, if not go further to provide more support and more engagement opportunities for our members, our singers, and our community.
This piece was performed at our last winter concert in 2019, composed by the real Eric Whitaker. It's entitled Glow.
Softly falls the winter snow, whispers to the sleeping world below. Winter tidal waves, morning breaks and sets the earth
Thank you for joining us in Bridging Voices' 9th season premiere. We hope that you enjoyed our songs, our interviews, the youth, and us.
And of course, please, if you enjoyed the content you saw here tonight, visit us at bridgingvoices.org/donate, and please make a donation as you're able. Thank you so much.
Goodbye, and thank you.
Warm invitation to breathe in my first breath. Shoulders sure are